So this year for Nintendo has been very interesting, to say the least. Okay, been very weird. So today we're gonna go over the year of 2024 of first party releases for Nintendo. But before I get into that, make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe, and you hit the bell so you can know when I post my videos. Alright, so this year for Nintendo was very weird and interesting because going into this year, we thought at the top of January, we didn't know what was coming out for the second half of the year. We only knew the top half, but we thought that we were at least going to see the successor to the Nintendo Switch. So we didn't really expect, anything major to come out this year. So in my head, I was like, okay, they're going to reveal the Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be called. And I was like, okay, so the top half of the year, the lineup's probably not going to be as, it's not going to be as heavy with big hitters. So I wasn't really expecting this year to be, that amazing at all. So yeah, that's just something to think about going into it. But I'm just going to go down the list of games. I haven't pulled up the major games. I don't have all the, the stuff the side stuff. And these are Switch exclusive first party games. I'm not doing third party games. So we started out in January with Another Code Recollection. So this game is a visual novel kinda, or is it kind of like a how can I explain it? It's like the best way I can describe it is a visual novel, but I actually have this game and I have yet to play it, but I didn't hear too much about it. I saw some reviews and people say that it was okay. It's a remake of a Wii game, the two Wii games actually. So I wasn't too, excited to play it. I just wanted to have it because it could probably potentially be hard to get in the future. So I do have it, and if I ever get time, I would play it maybe. But yeah, we'll see. But this one doesn't move the needle for me at all. It's just it was just something for them to put out. I think this game kind of showed us that this is going to be a year of a lot of remakes and collections and ports and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, that was the first release game. Next we have Mario vs. Donkey Kong. This came out February 16th. Now this game I enjoyed. I've never played the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I played the minis, the ones on the DS, and I wasn't a big fan of those. Well, maybe I was a big fan I liked the first one, but one of the ones that was on the DS, I can't remember, but I actually liked it. But then they started oversaturating the market with the minis and stuff like that, so it kind of got bad. But this game's good. It's like it's kind of like a puzzle. It's a puzzle game, but it makes you think sometimes, especially when you get towards the end. It was a really good play. I didn't beat it, but I made it to I made it probably to the second to last world, or whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty solid game, but once again, this is in the system seller. It's nothing too major. It's like a 8 out of 10. I'd say probably 7.5 out of 10 kind of game. Yeah. And next up in March, it was March 22nd, we had Princess Peach Showtime. This one, oh boy, I was excited for this game when it got announced because Princess Peach doesn't really get that much of shine. She didn't have a game since DS. So yeah, this was a good new kind of thing, a new direction that they were going in. And I actually like the concept of it. I like that, you got all new enemies. It's Peach and she's changing her outfits, which changes the mechanics of the game. Like each theater theme that she goes in is a new mechanic, which is cool and very creative. The only problem with this game is it's very easy. It's way too easy. Like you can beat this game on autopilot, and I was playing it on autopilot and I was like, this game it's a great idea, but it's just like a toddler can play that game, and the frame rate is terrible. But it is what it is. I like the art style. I like the idea. They could probably do another Princess Peach game, but you guys gotta make it hard. just give us like a hard mode or something. But yeah, that's really the only problem with this game. But it's like another game that doesn't move the needle, and that's a recurring theme with this year. It's not a lot of heavy hitters for Nintendo. So yeah, we got Princess Peach Showtime. That was in March. Next up, we had nothing in April, and then we got to May. Oh boy, this one, Endless Ocean Luminous. I do not have this game. I haven't played it. I didn't play the original one. This game just looks like Pokemon Snap to me, but you're just underwater in real life. Now, it could be more than that. I'm not sure. I haven't played it, but this is another game that's just there. I mean, I don't know. I don't see the point of it. Sorry if you're a fan of this game, but I'm not really too big into it. I am going to get this game eventually because it is a first-party Nintendo game, and I'm trying to get all of them for the Switch. But yeah, it's not this one doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it at all. And then in May again, we had Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. This is May 23rd. This one moves the needle for me. This is my favorite Paper Mario game. Love it. I love what they did in the remake. Everything's basically the same except for the visuals, and the music is kind of different. Yeah, the music is different. But you can also change the music back to the GameCube one, so I like that too. There were some tracks that I wasn't feeling with the music, and there were some that I did like. So, some of the stuff they changed, I didn't like it, and some that I did. But basically, this is basically the same game. It's just new visuals. They didn't really add any content to it, but I do love this. This is my favorite Paper Mario game. So yeah, that was a good release. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Okay, and next up in June. Yeah, in June, it was June 27th, we had Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. This is one of those games where I was like, why? Why did y'all release this game? And now, of all times, like, this is why I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely gonna announce the Switch 2 at some point, because I'm like, they're just putting old stuff out. There's no new games except for Princess Peach. And maybe you could say Endless Ocean, but up until this point, there were no like new games that came out that were at this point. We're like, yo, what's going on? Like, where's the new stuff at? But yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2, not my favorite Luigi's Mansion because of the structure of the game and how linear it is, but I like the 1 and 3 better. But this it's still cool. Luigi's Mansion, there's no bad one, but this is the worst of the good. And this game is, if you ask me, is a scam, because it's literally just the same thing but in HD, and it costs more than what the original game costs. Like, I don't know, maybe just because it's in HD, but who cares? It's a decent game. I pulled it out around Halloween and I played a little bit of it. It's cool. The visuals are better, but it is what it is. Next up, we had this one. Was just random out of nowhere. Nintendo World Championships NES Edition just came out in July 18th. I have not played this game, but I have it sitting on my shelf, and it is sealed. I haven't even touched it. I just like the way the box looks because I got the physical edition with the gold cartridge. I just like how it looks on my shelf, so I haven't opened it yet, but I'll probably get to it at some point. I watched someone stream it when it came out, and I like how it is. It's just not, how can I put it, the lasting appeal of this game doesn't look like it's not gonna last at all. Like, it's December 1st when I'm recording this, and no one talks about this game at all. But when it first came out, people were talking about it, but I don't see anyone talking about this game anymore. So yeah, that was another one that was just weird. Cool idea, because they can also do the SNES edition, you know what I'm saying? And they can keep doing it, so they can make another game out of that. But yeah, I just like the physical version of this game, so I think it's cool, but it's not for me, because I'm not like a speedrunner kind of person or competitive, with platformers and stuff like that. So I'm not It's not my cup of tea, but I just like the fact that they released a physical version of it, and it's got a gold NES cartridge in it. And maybe one day I'll open it. Okay, so next up, August, we got Emio the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. I didn't buy this game. I'm not a big fan of visual novels, so I didn't buy this game, and I probably will get it, but people were saying the story for this game is really good. And the Famicom Detective Club people, they say that the stories for these games are real good. I'm just not into visual novels. I mean, when I play a video game, I want to play a video game. I don't want to read a video game, you know. But it is what it is. I give Emio its credit because people were raving about it, but you know, it just keeps up with the theme of this year of just smaller titles for Nintendo. All right, so next up we got The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This came out September 26th. Dope game. I liked it a lot, actually. It was a cool idea. You know, we actually finally get to play as Zelda, and you know, she's not exactly like Link. She has her own mechanic where she can use her echoes and stuff to solve problems, which I loved a lot. And it's also in the art style of Link's Awakening, the remake. So I was super hyped to play this game. Played it, beat it, and my final thoughts on it is it's a solid Zelda game. Not the best 2D. I still think Link's Awakening is better, but my only problem is its strength is this game's strength is its weakness, I think, because the echoes is an amazing idea where you can get enemies and certain items and you can actually use them to help you out and help you solve stuff. But the problem with that is you can break the game, which is cool. You know, you couldn't do that with Link, but the downside is it kind of makes the game a little too easy. It's either that or the dungeons that they have in this game, like the main dungeons, they're just not as, you know, in depth, I think, as Link's Awakening or other 2D Zeldas. So I found it to be a little bit too hard, or not too hard, too easy. And there was only like one part where I was actually stuck for a second and I didn't know what to do, but usually in a Zelda game that happens a lot, you know. But yeah, this game was okay, you know, and we didn't have a lot coming out around this time, so yeah, I was cool with it. But yeah, I'll give it like a 7.5. Solid game. And next up we have Super Mario Party Jamboree. And this game is probably, out of all the games that came out this year, Nintendo first party games, this is probably my favorite one. This game is the biggest, as they were saying, the biggest Mario Party of them all. I like the fact that they put enough boards in here this time, and they're more like the older boards. So there's 4 new ones that have never been in Mario Party, and then there's 3 past ones that they remade, and it's all cool. Like, I like the structure of these levels or the boards, and I like the gimmicks that they have. There's new items, there's board specific items, you know, and there's a lot of characters you can use. Like, they literally took Super Mario Party and they took Superstars and they fused it, because some people like Super Mario, well, I don't know if a lot of people like Super Mario Party, but I hear a lot of people who say Super Mario Party is good, and then people who say Superstars is better. And so they're like, okay, let's just take both of them and let's just, you know, combine it. And, you know, because there's the mini games, they have, some are motion based and then some are just control based. So, you know, they just fused the two together. It was a good idea. I love this game. I was just playing it the other day with 3 other people, and we had a blast. It was fun. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we got Mario and Luigi Brothership. This one I did not get around to playing because of Best Buy. Thank you, Best Buy. But you know, there was a lot of controversy around this game. You know, some people saying it wasn't good because it takes long to get started, and then other people saying that it's one of the best Mario and Luigi games out there. I couldn't really tell you because I haven't played it yet, and I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna say that this one is a solid release because it didn't sell super well. It sold okay, but you know, it's just a in-betweener game. Which all these games that I just listed, they're all just games they're like B tier games, you know, and that's kind of how this year. That's basically sums up this year, and I'm gonna give this year. I'm gonna give it like a letter grade, I guess. I want to give a letter grade. Yeah, I'll give it a letter grade. This year is a C for Nintendo. It wasn't nothing to, you know, wow us this year. And I don't know if that's because the Switch 2 was supposed to be announced this year and it got delayed, so they had to pivot. Or I don't know if they just had this plan of all time. You just don't know with Nintendo. But when you compare this year to like last year, it doesn't even compete. It's not even close. Last year we had freaking Fire Emblem, Metroid, Kirby. We had what else came out last year? Let me look. Tears of the Kingdom. Come on, we had Advance Wars, 1-2 Switch, or 1-2 Switch came out, but we're not counting that. What else? Pikmin 4. Yeah, it wasn't even close. And then even if you compare it to 22, what I'm looking at right now, it still doesn't stand a chance. Well, no. I'm going to say, yeah, nah, it doesn't stand a chance. Splatoon came out that year. Legends, Arceus, Forgotten Land, yeah, it's not even close. So yeah, this year was probably one of the lower years for the Switch. You could even say this is a C-D year for the Switch. Not really that good of a year, but I mean, it's in its twilight years. It doesn't need to be, you know, they didn't have to have any system sellers. I mean, the system's already sold a butt ton, so it's not like they needed any, you know, big heavy hitters for this year. So it was a solid year, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully next year we actually get to see the Switch 2. I'm assuming we will, and yeah, we'll just move on to the next console because this year was just underwhelming. But I mean, if you played third party, if you add third party games with this and other consoles games, you probably had a good year in gaming, because I did. I had a good year in gaming if you include the PS5 and the third party games that came out along with these games. It was a solid year. So yeah, that's going to be the video. I'm giving this year a C- to a C at best. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe, leave a comment. What was your favorite game this year? What would you rate this year for Nintendo? And I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.